but is faced with a dam which held an ocean of storms. Your mother would still be alive today if you didn't love that band so much.
I woke from a dream last night. I had wings.
Unnecessary funerals and depreciated human life.
Austin, Texas. Welcome back to East by Southeast Spoken Word Showcase. I'm B. Fran, your host, and man, you guys are going to love the next guest I have. I'm here with Mada Plummer, and first of all, you look beautiful.
Well, thank you.
You look absolutely beautiful. The curls are just looking great on you.
They're mine, too.
No way.
Way.
I had some, believe it or not.
What happened?
I let him go.
Oh.
I went for a short hair look.
Me too.
But this is not about me and my hair, because I don't have any. This is
Right.
about you.
Okay.
So tell us, what have you been up to lately?
Well, I've been pretty busy, just taking care of family members, staying connected to my family, taking my life back.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
And working on an initiative, Each One Help One. When I was in New Orleans, I was
Okay.
a mentor with Each One Save One. And I figure, hey, why not do a Each One Help One? Because in traffic, each one let one, we all get downtown in time.
Oh, and in Austin traffic, we know how bad that is. So that's not a bad philosophy.
No, and so when I'm hungry, each one feed one.
Ooh. So you're from New Orleans, so I know you can cook. And you got any specialties?
I
that
can't cook.
You cannot cook?
No, sir.
I'm not going to hold it against you because you're a great poet.
Oh.
You're a great poet. So what type of poetry are you going to share with us today?
I'll be sharing a piece that I wrote entitled Foreclosure.
Okay.
It sounds like a downer, but it's reality. You know, I got
True.
pretty ticked off going through neighborhoods, seeing grasses overgrow, and where drapes used to be, now they're just empty windows, and that's a little bit disturbing, and seeing more and more people not in their homes. And the second piece is something in honor of my youngest.
Okay.
It's entitled My Male Child.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yes.
We are different and special, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
We are very different.
Very
so on the
special.
foreclosure piece, I think that's our role as poets. Sometimes things may be dark and ugly, but we're here to tell the stories. So
Yes.
I think it's important that you're here.
Well, thank you.
Austin, Texas. You guys are going to absolutely love her. I want you guys to open up your hearts, your ears, and your minds and just enjoy this next poet. You guys are going to love her. Give it up for Mada Plummer.
Foreclosure. On the concrete steps of a downtown courthouse, a mother with deep circles under her eyes stands broken as her home is the subject of an auctioneer's song, going once, going twice, sold to the man who's got everything. These notes fall one by one like stray bullets upon the heart and home once filled with the rhythms of life and habits of a family. A home where her children played noisy games, left their sweat and blood on the swing and teeter-totter, where a kiss of hope from her firstborn and the memory of his new footsteps would keep her company all the way home from her minimum wage jobs. But today, on the concrete steps of a downtown courthouse, her life and that of her 3 children have been broken apart like dirt on a washboard, and troves of memories, dreams, and hopes all blown away like chaff with the swift breeze, exposing the world to her life and all the belongings that made it uniquely hers. A once stable life where her children sat in the backyard in a sandbox, built castles and make-believe bridges and roads. Now, all of the sounds of her home step into deep silence as life drains from her like dishwater into dense liquid darkness. This is foreclosure. This is what it sounds like to lose your home, sweet home. A home where the front porch was cluttered with toys and neighborhood kids, where the fence protected the backyard like a fort, as children did what children should do, play. Without fear of human predators. These days, a 4-door condo with a secured parking garage sends her somewhere else, as big cities empty themselves of the poor who try to piece together remnants of the past into a quilt of dreams deferred. Their lives, regarded as gray piles of ash in the fireplace. This chapter is thin and fragile. Like so many, this mother stares as if she has no friend in the world, except for a muffled groan, and wishes to bury her face in her own mother's bosom and fall asleep for 100 years. She recalls a time when smothered chicken used to get lost in the wrinkles of homemade gravy, Now, nuggets and other resemblance of meat are packed in printed wrappers and picked up at drive-thrus, and they call that dinner. She has to find a new home every night. A blueprint of family unfolds right before her, before us. A different song rumbles and moans in her intestines like freight trains throughout the day and night. A different winter now melts into dislocating floods as swollen rivers defy and consume sleepy towns. A different view from inside of us, full of darkness, remains hidden. A different direction for kind words that behave as obsolete as, baby blue, seersucker, suits, and a box of Duz detergent. In a low voice, as if eulogizing a friend, a mother with deep circles under her eyes, bronze skin, steel gray hair, bends down as if to make a secret request to the earth, to repurpose her journey forward. Today, she knows the emptiness that tells the story of millions in a state of foreclosure, desperation born from layoffs. Today, she undertakes the unknown again, where numbers used to matter. Now her priorities melt in summer's heat and get washed away by a pounding rain. Her dreams fall like muffled thumps on a floor of autumn leaves as she shrinks into obscurity and fades into a crowded intersection. As the sky throbs with stars, she opens up and cries like a thunderstorm for hours. Now drained, she clenches her fists. She unclenches them, knotted like coins in a handkerchief, sets loose words that used to tumble like rocks in a rock slide, then scatter like BBs, and hopes that her needs will crawl into the ears and penetrate the brain of a caring someone somewhere, so she may catch her breath long enough to embrace what is possible in the midst of what is actually happening, to live in a momentary peace in her bloodstream among a generation hungry for a place to call home again. Thank you. Something a little bit more upbeat. This is for my son. And the title of this piece is My Male Child. Yesterday, the steps taken, words spoken, places visited were set in motion to prepare you, my male child, for this time, a time that will last longer than your childhood. Today, you become a man and must conduct yourself as a man. But how does a man conduct himself? Let your living reflect your upbringing. Whenever you say good morning, mean it. When you say thank you, feel it. Count your blessings and give thanks for your daily bread. And remember, you are the seed of your mother's womb, so make her proud in all you do. My male child, until you are ready to be responsible for someone other than yourself, avoid playing with their hearts as if they're pieces of game checkers. I'm sorry, as if they are pieces in a game of checkers. Avoid those who subtract from your life and pay your bills on time. A good name goes a long way. Count the cost before you invest your name, money, and time. Be aware that sometimes not making a choice, you make a choice. So as you stand at this crossroad, do not ignore Jah, and he will not ignore you. Put away procrastination. And when the time comes, accept the responsibility of marriage. Appreciate the other half of your equation who is like a tender leaf on a tree, the weaker vessel. Not a weak woman, but a tender woman who's sometimes tough when she has to be. So treat her with respect that you would your mother, your sister, your grandmother. She deserves the same tenderness and consideration as the hands that touched you as you grew. Rub her feet when she's tired. Hold her hand when she's sad. Embrace her when she's scared. Stroke her hair when she yearns to feel comfort. Kiss her cheek when she wants to be that little girl. Her lips when she hungers for you. Remember, she's a weaker vessel, not weak, but tender, and tough when she has to be. Treat her heart the way you want your heart to be treated. So, how will you know if the one before you is the other half of your equation? Or if she's the complement that completes you? Look, listen, and learn. Does she respect herself? Does she adorn herself like a forest in spring or like a tree in the winter? Do her words heal or hurt? Is she modest or obnoxious? The woman who is your complement, the other half of your equation, will be the voice that soothes you like music, the eyes that brighten you on a cloudy day, the breeze that moves gently across your face, the salve on your wound, the shoulder to rest your head. To the woman who compliments and completes you as her reward, you will be the glove that covers her hand in cold, the shade that shields her back from the blistering sun, the soft rain that soothes her skin, the arm that protects her, the heart that she listens to as the two of you lie down together. My male child, your word is your bond. When you give it, be sure to keep it. It goes a long way to build good credit among men, and more importantly, with God. When the time comes, store in the chest these words as an inheritance to pass on to your son. Teach him by example as you have been taught. My male child, today you have become a man. Embrace your dreams as you lie down, and when you awaken, follow them.